back to another great episode of the Better Than Sex Sports podcast. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
It's your boy Pharaoh King.
Him dog from Be More Careful.
And the mad professor in the booth.
And of course, you know, Shata is having technical difficulties, so hopefully he'll be showing us hopefully sooner better than later. But y'all always know how we start our podcast off. We always got to ask the brothers how their day went. So Tim Dog, how was your day, my brother? Tim Dog is frozen. That's
that new internet he got. Yeah, yo, Bill, fool.
Yeah, bragging. Man, Professor, how was your day, my brother?
better than Tim's.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you, Insomniac is a piece of work, man. I went to bed around 5, woke up. I might have been a little bit after 9. Been up since, and it's been going on the last couple of days. But you know, I'm making sure I don't suffer from any narcoleptic episodes when I go ride my bike and shit. So you know, I'm good though.
Yeah. I don't want you to have no that either. Your ass it'll be a goddamn ditch somewhere.
Right.
You fall asleep on the goddamn bike, man.
And I ride by the bayou, so shit.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, damn alligator, get your ass.
Right.
What's up, fellas? My bad.
What's up, Shata Bad? Pharaoh King, how was your day, my brother?
So I want to go back to yesterday. Today was fine, but yesterday I got honored with a certificate from the class that I was helping teach, and they gave me a certificate in front of the hospital. So I want to shout them out, say congratulations to them for graduating, and then especially for Miss Perez, she's the one that was a class leader, so she made sure she handed that to me, and it felt good to get recognized, again. So, this is probably one of the best classes I've ever had a chance to mentor, and they helped me out in some crunch times. So, shout out to the 68 Delta class.
I got you. It feels good to get recognized, and you didn't have to pay for it, didn't it?
Right. Hey, and I got my step increased.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. Congratulations. Shata, how was your day, my brother?
Can't call it, gentlemen. Blessed. Just been sitting here enjoying, the good weather down here in Florida, and I had to go ahead and curb myself today. I had to go ahead and run up to my daughter's school and getting one of them teachers' asses trying to be smart with my kid because she asked for extra credit work. So I had to go up there and make myself known. So I had to go fix that real quick. Man, other than that, I'm straight.
Hey, Shada, I got that same box. My computer sitting on that same box right now.
What box?
Right behind you, to your left.
That retirement box.
Oh,
the box with your flag in it. That's what what's in there. Because I got the same box.
I ain't never opened it.
Yeah, I got
the same. Are you kidding me?
I ain't never opened it.
Man, mine is displayed in the theater room.
Nah, yeah. I ain't never opened mine, dog.
See, can't full patriotic. Mine under my bar.
You two are unappreciative. You're unappreciative ass niggas.
Unappreciative of giving your health and body to earn a flag.
I told you it was bad as that, man. It's still folded up in the box. I looked at it. That's why I tossed it at.
Hey, both of them got dust on them. Hey, back for they got dust. About 3 layers of dust on them.
Mine ain't got dust on mine. Probably got alcohol, beer, chaser, every goddamn thing.
When they gave me that document at JBM, dog, and I left, my unit didn't even know I had left for about a month. They were like, "Where do I at?" I'm in Florida. Nigga, you never got a party or nothing? No, nigga, I was gone.
Just dipped out on the ass. And as for me, man, my day went well, man. I guess they had a little lightning storm, so they let us go early at 2:00. So we dipped out at 2:00. Hey.
How the hell? That's unfair, man. I had to stay in the hospital during that time.
Well, y'all got them lightning rods on top of y'all building. I don't think we got that shit. So they let us dip out, man. But other than that, I'm like you, man, Professor, man. Lately, man, I'm finding it hard, not be able to sleep, especially because I'm trying to cut back on my drinking, and now I can't go to sleep.
Oh shit!
So I don't know if
you're missing your medicine.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I might have to get back on my drinking.
Nah, man, just go in the room, and put on one of them white noises or black screen joints.
We do it every night. We do it every night, man.
That should just make me try to pick out the frequencies.
And what pick out the frequency and what liquor I didn't drink. See, usually I have me a tonic, but I guess I gotta get back into it. And speaking of somebody that needs a tonic, this brother. Shit. Now the video is about 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So fellas, I put them all together.
We'll get the whole thing today, huh?
Yeah, you'll get the whole thing. So we have to come back and play each individual video.
This just in, the Texas attorney who targeted Sean Diddy Combs with dozens of civil lawsuits on behalf of John and Jane Doe's allegedly victimized by the music mogul has a new target in his sights. NFL legend Shannon Sharpe. A brand new lawsuit was just filed in Nevada claiming Sharpe was manipulative and abusive and eventually sexually assaulted a Jane Doe, with the latest claims allegedly happening as recently as January.
All right, let's take a look at this. According to the lawsuit, the anonymous woman says it began as a consensual relationship when she was 20 years old. She also accuses Sharpe of a violent sexual assault and rape in October of last year and again in January of this year. The complaint seeks more than $50 million in damages. Sharpe fired back, posting alleged texts from the woman in the lawsuit on social media. One of them reads, "I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me." Another, "I know you miss this big juicy ass, $25,000 for each cheek." And here's another alleged text, "You better crave it, cuz you're gonna be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me." The rest are way too spicy. I don't know what's left.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly, on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
I'm laughing at the situation. I'm not laughing at the situation, man. I'm just laughing at some of those text messages. So bad, Professor, I'm coming to you first, man. How do you see the situation with Shannon Sharpe playing out?
And I was gonna say 25,000 per cheek went up to 25 million. Real damn. But see, this is the issue I have. If you're famous, why put yourself in the position? And I know I've always come on here when something like this happened and excoriated the victim. Yeah. Because the first thing they want to do is sue for money. But my thing is, if it's a assault, have them charged criminally, and then go civilly. Like I said, that's why I don't have an issue if you say it was a crime and I want them prosecuted, and then you go after punishment in form of money. But to come out with money with money first, it makes it seem like Sharpe is right, that it's a shakedown. And again, dudes, why get involved with these women that y'all meet on the internet? I mean, it's just the stupidest shit in the world. I'm gonna tell you, in my relationships that I've had, I've never done anything with anybody that I didn't know at least a year and a half. And I mean intimacy at all. We were at least a year and a half in, or no less than 6 months in before we started being intimate. I mean that shit. I'm not just gonna jump into bed with somebody just because of the way they look. I mean, I'm married now, so I can't anyway. I mean, my wife looks good, so I will jump in bed with. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I'm gonna clean that shit up. Yeah,
Nice comeback, baby.
Yeah,
single,
I like
but
that.
when I was single, I would. There's just some shit I wouldn't do, and randomly having sex with people, with women, is one of those things. And I'm sorry, Sharp, you got yourself into this shit. And the fact that now it's come out that he made that he wanted to make a $10 million settlement before everything came out just makes him look even. I mean, it don't make him look guilty. It just makes the shit look not. Yeah, it makes it all look suspect.
Yeah, because you basically trying to save face. And Pharaoh King, you heard it, man. And the issue, you're a 50-year-old man dealing with, I think at the time she said early 20s or whatnot. So you should know that, hey, she laying the trap. But Shannon Sharp fell right into it. And now, he's in this situation. Your thoughts?
Well, his ass should have been married at 50. He wouldn't have to worry about this shit.
Right.
Damn.
Nah, I mean,
Right.
let's just go and get real. You out here making all this money. These young girls are coming at you. You know damn well they're not looking at you because you look good. You know damn well. So I would say that, it could be a shakedown, especially with the same dude that's trying to take down, a couple of other moguls. But once again, just like we was talking about your boy Anthony Anderson or whatever his name is,
Anthony
Edwards. His ass out there, creating babies, and now he's in the same boat. You guys know you have this money, and these women are not there for you.
Facts.
Be smart about who you got. Like you said, go date a woman that got some substance that you guys can build on. Stop going out here with these OnlyFans people, because that's all they are, OnlyFans. Everybody else has seen it. It ain't like that shit exclusive to you.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is that coming to you, Tim Dog, if you go back and look at the interview that he did with Monique basically told him, hey, you need to start dating women your own age.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, if you go back and look at that video, Tim Dog, she gave him the game, but I guess Shannon didn't listen, and now he's in this situation. Your thoughts?
My thoughts is, hey, you reap what you sow. Now you're gonna be on your own show talking about what you should have done. I mean, it's just like Mad Professor said, it's a suspect. I mean, if you know that, you can tell when a person wants you for your money or for your looks or for whatever. Most women, they come straight out and they advertise it, and for Shannon Sharp to be so gullible into thinking that, he's, true love, oh, well, shame on you. You need to be more careful. That's and plus you too old to be doing this. Come on, man.
Yeah.
50 years old.
They make everything hard.
This is definitely not a good look for you. And all those criticisms you were doing about other people and their problems, now you're part of it. Now you're a statistic.
Yeah, go ahead, Pharaoh, before I go to
what about when he got caught up with that TikTok thing?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like this, this is number 2. So it's not, like I said, this is a setup or something. Like this, I don't know what's going on with this dude, man.
Yeah. And Shasta, my question to you is, and going back to what the Mad Professor said, why would you record the phone calls unless you're trying to set somebody up? There's no reason for you to, if you're having a conversation, for you to hit record, because you're trying to get something from somebody who you feel as though that, I guess, you got him right where you want him at. And Shannon right now, like, he's about to sign that, $100 million deal, more money than he ever made in his whole football career. Now, that may be jeopardized because you mess around with this young chick that had a plan, and hate to say it, old players fell right into it. Your thoughts?
Man, look, everything that everybody said is everybody's entitled to their own opinion about everything, and that's what we're doing here. I understand what Matt Professor said, and everybody on this panel. It's easy to sit back and say, okay, it's stupid, because my grandma used to tell me as a kid, marriage ain't for everybody. There's some people in this world that are just not made to be committed to anybody else. It's not. Shannon Sharp, basically, I think what happened was he started drinking his own Kool-Aid and hanging out with Stephen A. Smith. Because I don't care what nobody says. Stephen A. Smith is a whore. And the people who hangs around, the people who he hangs around with, you see what I'm saying? He's going to reflect that. Ocho Cinco, he's a hoe. He go through chicks like every other year.
What they say, birds of a feather.
Everybody that Shannon surrounds himself with are. My thing is, why isn't your brother on your show and they're talking to you? He seems like he got a daggone stable head on his head. The thing with Shannon Sharpe is he is getting the attention for about 2 years now, and he feels like every other person with a little bit of power, he could get away with stuff. Now, he, like King said, last time he got in trouble with this chick talking about releasing the daggone video while he was daggone putting it down on her. And everybody went, did he do it on purpose or not? That was your sign, bro. Be private. Like,
Exactly.
I don't understand these dudes. I have never been a dude to run around and, regardless of who I'm messing with, telling all my boys who I'm sleeping with.
Mm-mm.
Do you niggas not understand every time you open your mouth and tell some other dude in your circle what you out here doing to your girl, you're telling them to go in your back door?
That's a literal statement.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Smile in your face.
Marriage, not for everybody, but it can be for anybody. And if you want it, you're gonna work for it. And that's just the A, B, and C of it. And the fact is, Sharpe, since he became Fox famous on the show with Skip Bayless, all of a sudden he's become he's made himself out to be this Lothario that everybody want to think he is because he is rather wealthy. And so now he's playing into that shit, getting caught up with Instagram models, OnlyFans models whatsoever, which is why he purposely said that this other girl is an Instagram person and she trying to set all this shit. I mean, not Instagram, OnlyFans, and she trying to set all this shit up. So the fact is, my dude, you got caught in it. You should have known what you were doing and who you were doing it with, and you didn't. You didn't care because she gave you attention. I mean, he's already got at least one baby mama. I mean, we know his daughter. And I think he has another kid, if I'm not mistaken. But I know we know his daughter. So this ain't shit that's new to him. Finding them, fucking them, and fleeing. This ain't new to him. He's always done this shit. Now, unfortunately for him, he's gotten himself caught up.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ministry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You go ahead. You got a rebuttal. Go ahead.
No, and to caveat on and piggyback off of what you just said. You know, it's very ironic how in the last 2 years we see women, Vivica Fox, you know what I'm saying, Jessica Rabbit, all these women that are in their 50s and 60s going on these talk shows talking about Tracy Ellis Ross. I just, men are the masculinity of men. It's just making me this, it's making me that. And then you have people like Anthony Edwards, you know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe proving them right. They proving them right. Because see, these are the women Shannon Sharpe should be daggone sitting down having conversations with. But he want to talk to our college daughters or some little girl that's on thing. Come on, man. You can't. There's no matter what happens, the fact that you're an NFL legend and the people you surround yourself with, and you're doing that, yo, you asked for that, Pimpin. You asked for that.
And my question to you, Pharaoh, is this. Just like the math professor said earlier, he said that, if Shannon Sharpe did exactly what you said that he did, he should be put under the jail. And you should want to see him be prosecuted. But you go the civil route because that's the proof of burden is very low. So
that's
my
why
question,
she's not gonna get shit.
Yeah, and my question to you, Pharaoh, is this, and to the rest of the panel is, do you believe that this is a shakedown, just like Shannon said?
I think anytime anybody gets how you say it, what's the word, Matt Professor? Because you come with the $50 words. When somebody's looking to get money out of you, extort you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
When somebody's trying to extort you, it always seems like it's going to be a shakedown. But what is it? Yeah, so I would say, yeah, this is a shakedown. But once again, you also put yourself in a position to where you could be shook down. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I just believe that he should have been smarter about what he's doing. And I don't know if he's with these young women to try to make his mojo feel good about himself or whatever it is, but
Well, he got roast box.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? He said make your ears hard. You know what I mean? So,
Got you, man.
so yeah, I believe it's a shakedown by all means. And
There's
you know
no
what?
doubt.
But I will say this: why is it that we can have all these black athletes and artists and whatever? Everybody's always coming out to try to get at them, but nobody's messing with the white folks.
They are messing with them. The white folks just ain't saying that.
That's my point. Like, why is it this brought to their why is their attention not brought out more than what it is? Because we know damn well it's happening on that side too.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
media.
yeah.
The media is always going to put us out there.
You know,
Well, the media, I believe this, and I'm gonna ask you this question, Matt Professor. You already say that you believe that's a shakedown because of the route that she's taking. But I think with other people, they might have these women or men signing these type of NDAs, so you can't really talk about it. If you do talk about it, hey, you know you're gonna get sued. But you already say that it's a shakedown. So my next question to you is, how do you believe people gonna look at Shannon Sharpe, whether it goes away or if it's found out he actually did what he did? How do you feel he's gonna be looked at?
Well, he's going to be thought of as just another one. I mean,
right.
I mean, there's nothing else need to be said about something like that, because again, he put himself into the situation willingly. Now, her coming back at him the way she is, I'm sure he'd never imagined that it would happen like that. But again, going back to what we've all said, when you're in the position he's in, you have to try to you have to protect yourself, and protecting yourself means, if I got to be seen out with this young lady every day, so people see us going out and enjoying ourselves, so that a rape allegation or whatever can't come out later on, that's what the hell you need to do. But again, you running around in secret. I mean, I don't know if that was the same girl that put the sex tape out on him or a sex video out on him.
No, it's not the same one.
But the fact that you've been doing this kind of thing with these youngsters, knowing how some of these people are nowadays, I mean, he just invited on himself. People gonna look at him like, oh, that's that dude right there. He let himself get caught up. That's on him. I mean, that's how I look at it. It don't change my opinion of him, because I never really had a super high opinion on him anyway.
Yeah, but and you know what he said in the statement, I think it's true, because he said that when you put out that sex tape, you're going to make it look like basically like how black men act towards women that doesn't look like him. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, you know, we already got that stereotypes when they want to portray the black man, especially if you're dealing with somebody of another race, you know, over aggressive. But my question to you, Shata, is you heard some of the text messages.
I read the whole. I read everything on it. And
but it seemed as though that she was more of the aggressor. That's why I say that she's leading him to water. I'm leading you to water, and he was there, and he bent down and drank from that $25 million cheat, whichever one you want to say. Your thoughts, Shata?
Yes. See, you are absolutely right, man on the street. Listen, we all are grown men, and we've all were young, and we all did our stuff. There's a time and place for everything, and just like biblically it says, when you was a child, you acted as a child, and when you became a man, you put away childish things. Now, the thing with Shannon is, dude, there's nothing wrong with you having relations with people. There's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, if you're going to go on the internet and do that and then come out and expect people to not be in shock and awe, bro, you could be that girl's damn daddy.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, you on here talking to this girl and got all this, but in defense of Shannon and this lawsuit, it's frivolous. Because if you watch what the girl was doing, this has been going on for almost was it a year or 2 years?
2 years.
You telling me you gonna tell somebody to choke you, and then when they do it, you gonna talk about he tried to assault me? Yo, come on, man.
What she look like?
She asked for it.
Yeah. They had a video.
You gotta read the whole transcript. transcript, dog. This girl, everything that she said in the thing, she was privy to it.
Yeah,
She was consensual, and then she daggone came up with let me go ahead and get some money out of this too.
And the funny part is that I was watching the video, and they had a picture of a young girl, had the same name, and come to find it wasn't her. Because I had the picture in my video, and I had to do my research because I don't want to get sued. So I had to go and change my video around that I did last night on the situation. But you got to see it for yourself, man. I'm not going.
Bro,
wasn't
but
impressed.
it said beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I could have pulled her. Shit, I wasn't.
Bro.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't had no money. Women that like me, they knew I had no money. So
that's what I'm saying. I wasn't impressed.
But think about this though. The way they were talking to each other on the text. Yo, that's a straight porn scene.
Yeah, straight freaky deaky.
Come on,
but and my question, one before my last question before we move on is this. I know that Shannon Sharpe, when she said you trying to manipulate me, and Shannon Sharpe said, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna come over there and choke the shit out of you. I don't say that to a lot of people.
Yes,
when they done piss me off. So when you hear something like that, for me, I say that people gonna take that out of context. But for me, I know I say that a lot. Yep. You keep saying that shit, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you. Not mean I'm gonna physically choke you. I'm just saying I'm just tired of hearing what the fuck you just said.
I told my sons that. I told my daughters that. I told my wife that. Yeah, It's not a serious thing. It's just one of the things. You better stop talking before I choke you.
Yeah. And my last thing, Matt Professor,
y'all need some marriage counseling therapy. Damn.
Marriage counseling. Man, we've been about to be married for 15 years, dog. We ain't about to be that. We don't need no counselor.
Tim Dog will make sure he gets in on this show.
He's not choking anybody.
Yeah. He's not choking anybody.
No, he's not.
Yeah. But my last thing, Matt Professor, you spoke about it, but it takes me back to the O.J. Simpson situation. O.J. Simpson was a great running back in his NFL career.
The best.
Of course, the situation with Nicole, his ex-wife, and him being charged with the murder, him getting off. He was never looked at the same, even though he was a great football player. So my question to you is, do you see this tarnishing Shannon Sharpe image and legacy?
It has to. I mean, it's a shame, but it's just like with OJ. What you do off the field tarnishes what you've done on the field, and that's why you heard a lot of people once everything with OJ. Now it's apples and oranges. Wanted to take him out of the Hall of Fame, but I mean, Sharpe is going to lose whether or not he's guilty or innocent of what's going on. He's going to lose a lot.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Farrell?
I would say I don't think he might be a Hall of Famer, but he wasn't an OJ Hall of Fame. He wasn't in TV. He wasn't making the commercials, jumping through the airport, and he wasn't with the white women. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think what happened with OJ,
actually, he has been
because he was with the, he had went from being a black man to being a black man with white people.
Yeah,
and then,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the difference in the tarnish that we're talking about here. Shannon Sharpe is just a personality like Stephen A. Smith that happened to play football.
Facts.
I got you. Your thoughts, Farrell? I mean, your thoughts. I'm Shada. My bad.
Yeah, I'm with Farrell on that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's just another dude out there doing his thing. I mean, for the most part, from anytime these cats in the age of media and podcasts and everybody having an opinion and being able to send it out to the whole world with a click. I mean, he's just a victim of that. That's all it is. He times have changed and he wants to go out there and do his thing. That's on him, but it won't affect him much longer. I mean, it's yesterday's news in about 2 weeks. Somebody gonna do something stupid and we go forget about it.
Yeah,
I would say that it would hurt his brother more than it's hurting him if that would have happened.
Well,
what you mean?
I'm saying because his brother is a figurehead, as opposed to Shannon Sharpe. We always know he's a loud mouth.
He's saying that if this happened to Sterling would be thought of lesser of than Shannon.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sterling was always known to be upstanding.
Right.
Yeah. And it's a sad situation, man. Like I said, I think it's a shakedown. And like you say, Matt Professor, with him offering $10 million to make it go away, that's a bad look. And of course, we done seen this dude Busby He's out for these guys. He got Deshaun
You
Watson.
need to go to jail.
He got Deshaun Watson. He tried to do it to Jay-Z. He's doing it to Puffy. Now Shannon Sharp your turn. But like they say though, that's why you got to watch what you say or watch what you ask people, because karma is a bitch. And you know, you interviewing all these people and you giving them your point of view, and now you're the one, I guess, like Tim Dog before his camera crapped out. He's gonna be interviewing himself, asking himself, man, how the hell did you find yourself in this situation? Fellas,
Right.
hey, good
Talking
conversation.
third person, not
Yeah,
Shannon.
third. Yeah, that's Shannon. Like they say, Ricky Henderson. They say he's the talking third person all the time. So Shannon got to be talking in third person. But hope the brother come through. Like I said, all you got is your name, and now she's trying to take that away from you, and that $100 million contract that you was going.
I want half. It ain't even
half. I want half. Hey, fellas, we light on the videos tonight, so we're gonna move into the NFL draft. The NFL draft goes down tomorrow.
What's the draft?
Earl King, who you see going number one in the NFL draft to the Tennessee Titans? Who you got?
Oh, Cam Ward.
That bad. So
Cam Ward.
no Schroeder. No, I'm saying
Cam
this.
Ward, man. I mean, they need somebody. They need something. So
Right.
So I mean, they're gonna take whatever's there. So I believe quarterback, Cam Ward, overall number one.
I got you. What you got, Shot? Who you got?
I mean, Cam Ward should do. I don't care really. I never really watched the draft. I think the draft's overrated anyway. But
I think so too.
I've never been one of them people that's, I'm excited about it. No, that shit don't do nothing, because half of these players go to these teams within 2 years they traded or they benched or whatever. I don't get excited about the draft at all.
Yeah. Matt Professor, you see that Cam Ward going number one to the Tennessee Titans as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for him not to. That's one of the things Tennessee needs is a quarterback. And I mean, I'm of the mind with Shada that when they move to making the draft primetime affair rather than Saturday, Sunday mornings, I almost stop watching it every damn year.
Yeah, I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah, because the first round starting at 8:00 at night fucking sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Where they have the draft this year?
Green Bay.
Exactly.
Green Bay. I mean, I say the same shit.
Yeah, you know, with the NFL draft, I think it's a show and pony show, because
Dog and pony.
Dog and pony. Okay, there, thank you. Because some of these guys, like Shada say, they're gonna get that shine just for that goddamn night, and then we probably won't hear nothing from them again. I do believe this. Pharaoh, let me ask you this question: do you see this year's draft being one of the most, I don't want to say sorry, but underrated draft that you've seen in a while?
Man, it's kind of like the NBA draft. Who the hell we talking about?
Yeah,
right.
Okay,
right.
Who we talking about? Who's like really, other than Cam Ward, the running back that was up for the Heisman, and Shedeur Sanders? Who are we talking about?
Nobody.
Yeah, I got you. Where do you see Travis Hunter falling, Matt Professor?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't take him that high, but 2 or 3.
All right. What about you, Shop?
I would, as a general manager of a team, I wouldn't pick him in the first 10. Because the fact of the matter is, he wants to play both sides of the ball, and the thing about it is, there's a lot of teams out there. Yeah, he could go to a team that could do that and get some gimmick plays, but people want people that's going to go ahead and you got to be good at one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Deion Sanders came out, and Bo Jackson, they had to come out and prove, all the players that have double sports, they had to come out and actually prove they could actually handle it. I'm not about to sit here and be like, he going in the top 10. No, because the fact of the matter is, he plays on both sides of the ball, and he might not fit somebody's daggone scheme. And there are too many players. I think there are at least 10 players who teams need to fill voids where they don't have to sit here. Do we put him on offense or put him on defense? So I think he's going to fall out of the top 10.
Okay. Speaking of falling out of the top 10, Pharaoh, do you see Shedeur Sanders going in the first round or dropping all of it to the second round?
No, he going in the first. Travis Hunter's going to be picked second. Watch Cleveland. And the Saints is going to get Shedeur Sanders because the Giants is not going to pick a black quarterback.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
How much money you want to bet? Put money on it.
I'm tell you like this. I'm praying they don't, because y'all know how I feel about Sanders.
Yeah, yeah,
that's fine. But I'm telling you now.
But my thing, Matt Professor, can I ask you a question concerning that and your team? So you wouldn't take Sanders as your quarterback?
No.
Why?
Because if it's not Sanders, it's going to be Dart.
I watched Sanders play in college. I was never impressed. His deep ball is horribly thrown. His decision making is sad because he'll audible himself into a play that fucks up that sets his team backwards, and then he takes unnecessary sacks. I'm not taking a quarterback. I'm not taking a quarterback in this first round. Honestly,
they're going to take a quarterback. It's going to be Jackson Dart, or it's going to be Sanders.
Honestly, I like the running back from North Carolina, whose name escapes me. That big boy. I can't think of his name, because one of the positions the Saints need is a running back. All we have is Alvin Kamara, and the third year player now. But I mean, we need a running back more than anything else.
And was it Kamara hurt a lot?
No, not last year. No, last year. No, the second year player was hurt.
He's there for at least 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm saying we need a running back more than a quarterback. I love a good quarterback, but this draft, to bring up your original question, is so weak, especially at the quarterback position. Yeah. It's not worth taking none of these guys in the first round. It's not.
But Marion Hampton, man.
Marion Hampton. Yeah.
But my question to that is, with Alvin Kamara being so dominant, being able to run out the backfield, isn't that what Sanders had at Colorado? You don't think he will fit good in that scheme?
No, their running back wasn't great at Colorado. No, and the problem is he'd audible into a run, and then hold the ball to try to throw. I mean, his decision making, and like I said it last year during college season when they were 4-0. Yeah. I wasn't impressed with the way he was playing.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the same, man. Like, I wish all these boys do what he got to do. But like everybody said, this draft is probably the worst drafts in a long time.
Yeah, yeah, and
it has no depth whatsoever.
Yeah, and Farrell, you brought him up, and it's one of my questions too. Do you see Ashton Jeanty being the first running back off the board in this year's NFL draft?
Absolutely.
Definitely, hands down.
Absolutely.
Okay, and
if I'm not mistaken, I think Jacksonville might be going for him.
Okay, but Matt Professor, if he's there at third, and they had a choice between him and Sanders, who would you want your team to pick?
Hunter and Sanders?
No, the running back.
Jeanty and Sanders. Jeanty. Yeah. I mean, like his against great defenses, he didn't look good all the time. But against mid-level defenses, Sanders didn't look good. So, like I said, I'd go with the running back.
I got you.
The running back is less of a commitment in the NFL anyway.
Yeah,
definitely don't have enough money. You have to worry about the money deal.
But you got to remember the running back position. It's only most running backs peak for the first 3-4 years. If they don't, they done.
Yeah, we know that. Look at your boy from Ohio State.
It's 5 years. 5 years is a max that you're gonna be competitive in the NFL as a running back. The position is they get beat up way too much. There's no way they're gonna last long in the NFL. These boys are too big and fast.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I think this is one of the weakest drafts that I've heard in a while. Usually you hear about some good defensive player. Only person I heard they talk about is Travis Hunter, and he wants to go both ways. I don't know how it's going to work in the NFL.
Well, we talked about that last year too.
Yeah, I don't know what team's going to let him go both ways, because he's already saying if he can't play both ways, his NFL career is going to be short. So I don't know. Go ahead.
The college game has almost transcended the way the NFL's. They want more scores.
Yeah,
we're not seeing a lot. You remember back in the day, you had a lot of defensive players.
What's up?
On a lot of different teams. You could go to any top Division I team. You had 2 or 3 good defensive players, especially like Ohio State. You knew you was getting a linebacker or a cornerback coming out of there. You went to Michigan, you had receivers, and you go to Notre Dame. But we don't see that anymore in this game. Everybody's running up the score.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this, other than what's his name for Ohio State? What's the name? Son? No, used to play for Indianapolis. Marvin Harrison's son.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was a top-notch receiver.
Yeah, yeah. And he did his thing. Where he's
Adidas,
at?
baby.
Does he play with y'all?
Who?
No, Harrison's with
No, he's with
he's with,
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona,
I
yeah,
thought so.
Arizona.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I could remember. I'm about to say the Saints.
Tim Dog is right. He should just focus on defense because again, only thing he did in college was run a post route. That was it. He didn't do middle routes. He just did posts and streaks.
Listen,
So
right.
I don't.
Listen.
I'm sorry. I don't see him. They want your receivers aren't specialists anymore like it used to be when
Bro,
Deion played. When Deion was able to play receiver, where all they need to let him do was run long. I mean, shit. Look at our boy Tyreek Hill. Even he has to run across the middle occasionally on some of them plays, and that's where he gets the most success.
Kansas City got him back.
What are we talking about here? We're talking about the NFL, man.
Kansas City
This
got
is
him
that's
back.
what that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Kansas City got who back?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh man, he got traded back to. Okay, all right, shit. I guess they lost to the Eagles so bad they need to go get somebody. Hey,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring somebody else back in there. Now, my final question before we move on to our next topic is this. Matt Professor, I'm gonna let you go first again. If you're building a team, NFL team, which way would you go? Defense or offense first? If you had, hey, this is what we're gonna do. You building your teams, which way you going first? Offense or defense?
Defense, because you can get by with a middling offense as long as your defense can stop everybody else.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Pharaoh King.
You always know I'm gonna say defense, and it showed this year with the Eagles.
Yeah, you're right about that. You say it
but
wrong. You should have to say Super Bowl winning.
Man,
Eagles.
you just keep it moving. How about that?
Shocker.
I come on, man. You know me, my whole career. I'm a defensive kind of dude. I love defense, man. There's nothing like defense. I love it.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. I think, like you said, you could get by with a mid-level quarterback, a mid-level running game, but if your defense is tight, I think who was that? Shannon Sharp. Speaking of Shannon Sharp, he talked about the Baltimore Ravens.
The Ravens,
only giving up like what the whole year, like 100 and some points or something like that. And then they went when they went into playoff, only giving up like 15 points
and barely scored that shit themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So defense wins championship, like they said, and we all know King a big center.
Oh god damn, Rio.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this now. All of us know this. I've spent over 20 some odd years on active duty. I played flag football my entire career. I have never really played offense. And every team I've ever played for, if you don't have a good defense, you lose.
Yeah, I think we all want to play defense because that's when you get to hit them up. Okay,
you got to tag on.
I'd rather hit than to be hit.
That's
you
right.
know, and talk about.
Look here. I was gonna play football when I was in high school until I saw Marshall Faulk. I'm like, nah, and my team would have to play him. I'm like, nah, never mind.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be like, I thought you were gonna say like Charles Barkley after one day. We got to do this again tomorrow.
Right.
I feel you, bro.
Hey, that was the funniest thing I ever heard, man.
Man, Professor, I feel you so deep because I'm telling you, when I was in high school, guess who played for Bloomfield High?
Who's that?
Freaking your boy that retired from the Indianapolis, Dwight Freen. I'm not going out there going against him.
Shit, no.
I got you.
I am not doing
my
that.
team, my high school got to see Emmitt Smith. I'm glad I wasn't there because that was he was out the game by third quarter.
Yeah, just be glad y'all didn't get to see
no lie.
Derrick Henry. Y'all seen that episode before we move on with what's the show with running back from Jacksonville?
All right, well,
Clark. What's that podcast with
The Pivot?
Clark. Yeah, the pivot. When old boy coach from Alabama was talking about Derrick Henry had hell, picking up on pass plays, and he said, man, the coach was just giving it to him.
Yeah,
and he said, man, he had to go rub the shoulder, and he said, coach, when I played, they didn't pass the ball. All they do was turn around, give me the ball, and told me to run. He say, so have some
Right.
patience with me. So
Right.
That's it.
yeah. And going from one sport to another, and I don't think we all watching none of these as well. We got to talk about the NBA playoffs.
Oh, I'm
So,
watching that.
Shata, what NBA playoff series has surprised you the most so far?
What up, Doe?
I would have to. I'm not. Nah, none of them really is shocking me right now. None of them. It's the first round, and right now, you're either whoever plays the best defense is going to win the championship. Period. People are just scoring. Like last night, these cats scored 120 points. Where is the defense? 120 points in the daggone playoff game?
They shouldn't see 90.
Bro, are you
Right.
kidding me?
That's
Bro,
why people hate this NBA.
That's terrible.
Yeah. But the Mad Professor, are you surprised? Your favorite team, the Lakers, are 1-1 with the Timberwolves.
Why?
You
Why
a
should
Lake-
I be?
Whoa. You a Lakers fan?
No, he's not
Fuck
a Lakers
no.
fan. No, man.
I'm about to
He's
say,
I'm gonna tell you like
he's a
this. I
Pelicans
like
fan.
I like the
way he did
Lakers.
that to him. He
Let me
was
tell you
like-
like this. I like the Lakers. I hate LeBron. If you want me to qualify it,
Yeah.
that's
You
what
didn't
it
have to
is.
Say that though, but it's okay.
No, I'm gonna fucking say it. I'm gonna let your ass know. But no, I think Golden State beating the living shit out of the Rockets the other day kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
I'll be perfectly honest, because I would pick Golden State to win, but I didn't think they was gonna stomp them out like that, and that's been the issue. And you know what? Memphis getting their asses handled 2 games. That one,
Bro, no.
I forgot Memphis played last
apologize,
night and
man,
got
for
destroyed. Yeah.
That's the game. That matchup right there, I was very shocked at that. I expected the Grizzlies
If
to
I'm gonna
play
pick one, I
way
think that's
better.
actually the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I expected that game to be way closer than it is with the athleticism on both teams. But I don't think they got it. The Grizzlies, they're done. They gave up. John Morant is going to get traded next year.
Yeah, and Pharaoh, they brought up the Golden State Houston game. Golden State a little older than the two. Houston got an up and coming team. Do you see that difference in Golden State playing as well now, because they had to play in the playing game just to get in the playoffs.
Oh, they're gonna be tired.
And now they seem like they're playing their best ball in the playoffs.
Well, yeah,
if you ask me, I think they're playing the best right now.
You having playoff experience players on Golden State. Houston is up and coming.
Yeah.
They played well in the season, but I'm gonna tell you like this: as long as you don't have James Harden handling the ball, you might do well, because he's a turnover machine when he gets to the playoffs. So
I'm not even worried about James Harden.
I'm just saying that because
Houston.
I'm saying Houston had James Harden, and when they went to the playoffs, he turned the ball over 11 times in the second half. You see what I'm saying?
That's what he's known for in the playoffs.
So they don't have him now. So what I mean by that is that Golden State has some experience where the athleticism of the Rockets can come back and win the games. But I think Golden State's experience.
Don't talk about
this guy here.
Me ask you this then, Shata. Are you surprised how bad the Knicks lost? The Knicks was supposed to lose those games. The Knicks probably playing some of the best basketball all year, and to see them lose the other night.
No,
the
problem with the Knicks is
Brunson's hair.
When they go to the playoffs, you can call Brunson all you want to, but Brunson's a killer.
Yeah, his hair though. That shit's horrible.
Yeah. But I think for some reason New York has to get over that. It's almost as if they expect when they go to the playoffs to automatically go, bro, you gotta play. You can't come out and drag ass. These cats they're trying to win something. And it's almost like the Knicks gotta be on the edge of losing before they can daggone really play basketball. That's what pisses me off about them.
Right.
I got you.
Milwaukee and Indianapolis is another one that's kind of surprising me, because I didn't think Milwaukee would be down 2-0.
I expected that.
Oh yeah, 2-0.
Halliburton.
My bad.
Yeah. I didn't think I'm not a Halliburton fan, but
he balling.
He's playing better than Paul George ever did. So
that's for damn sure.
Why y'all keep bringing up Paul George, man? First you bring up James Harden because he played the Sixers and we didn't get shit done with him. Now you bringing up Paul George. See, y'all motherfuckers know what y'all doing.
So I
Y'all
want you
know
to know
exactly
where
what y'all doing, man.
Hey, I want you to know where the Achilles heel lays. You know,
y'all know what
that's
y'all
the
doing.
Achilles heel players.
Yeah,
So,
y'all try to get me hype over here, man, because my team about to
Oh,
playoffs.
hold
Y'all
on.
gonna
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
My team not there either, bro.
Is
Yeah.
it what's the name from didn't he play with the 76ers? He with the Indiana Pacers now?
Oh,
Yeah, that's why he
Your
brought.
light
That's
skinned
why
boy,
he. That's why he.
what was his name? Y'all
No,
paid
he-
him all that money.
no, he played with Detroit.
yeah, Detroit.
No,
Yeah, he
y'all
played
had
Detroit.
that light skinned dude. What's that dude that played with freaking
Are you talking about Ben Simmons?
No,
the
you know,
other
he
dude.
talking about he played with Detroit. I'm telling you, he played with
That's who he
Detroit.
play with now.
Yeah, that's who he played with now, Detroit.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, because he
Yeah.
boy, I don't know why he's still playing.
Now, I'm
That's
gonna
all
tell
right.
you what the only thing that kind of had me surprised in yesterday's games was at one point Luka had the Lakers up by damn near 25 points.
I saw that.
That shit
in
was
the first
First
half.
quarter.
I turned to check the score in the
Yeah.
middle of the second
They were
quarter.
down.
I'm like, what the hell?
single
Yeah.
digits.
And to only win by 9.
Yeah.
The Lakers, I'm sorry, you Lakers fans, y'all might be in trouble. I hate
Yeah.
to tell y'all
it's not
this.
a matter if they might be in trouble. They are in trouble. If you gotta
Hey.
God
rely
damn.
on LeBron James at 40-something years old today
Hey.
score.
It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's their lucky charm because I ain't hear him saying rate 1, 2, rate at 3, Celtics all at 4, Lakers in 5. No. now he's in trouble. No, we're
Bro.
because of that. We're because of that.
Yeah,
He
Wet,
say
Wet
shit.
Jenkins, yeah.
Yeah, we're because of he saying shit today. But
Hey, I'm telling you, he's like what Jordan said, you can't talk shit when you're ahead. You need
Yeah,
to talk
right.
shit at 0.
Right.
Yeah. And my last question, I'm gonna ask you this, Farrell. You know, because a lot of us ain't talking about the Boston Celtics, and they won the championship last year. So do you see the Boston? So you seen Boston repeating as champion this year? Thank you, Farrell, for that.
No, because I still got Cleveland. I got Cleveland coming out the East.
Okay, all right. What about you, Shot?
Yeah, I'm with Farrell. Boston, you know, they have a good team, but they got that championship. You know what I'm saying? They remind me, Boston right now as a team, they remind me, what's the NFL team that finally the Dallas Mavericks. You remember when Dallas Mavericks, when Pinhead Boy was playing with it with Dirk Nowitzki, and they won that championship, and they ain't never been back to and close to it again. That's what they doing.
Okay. What's your thoughts on the Boston Celtics going back to championship there?
If Tatum missed too many games, they're out. Because
I think he's still dealing with a wrist. Is he dealing with a wrist?
Yeah, he's not playing
injury?
tonight. I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe with Farrell. I think Cleveland's going to come out the East, and I think it's a toss-up in the West because they don't play no defense in the goddamn West.
Nope.
At least the East try to play
not
some
at all.
defense. God damn,
not at all.
Ole in the goddamn West.
I ain't never watched a game of basketball before, and for a whole 5 minutes, I saw nothing but threes.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, and that's where I don't watch basketball as much as I used to because everybody's shooting threes, and I can't stand with big ass Joel Embiid get his big ass out there on the goddamn 3-point line instead of
Here we go.
big ass in the goddamn paint. That's why we not in the playoff
Here
this
we go.
goddamn year. His
Hey,
big
you know
ass
what?
gonna take 3
You know
points
what?
off.
So with you saying that, man, on the street, I got in the debate with my bartender, Cambria. I hope he's watching this. Nestor, I hope he's watching this. And you and I were talking about how Embiid, his game, when we got the MVP, he was out there shooting threes. Shaq had challenged him to get over 30 points a game. Remember that the year before? Because he was only averaging like 22, 24 points.
Yeah.
And then he got the MVP. But once he got that, we haven't heard nothing from him, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
let's you read the injury report.
Right. So he started getting more injured. And the bartender was saying that he would go down and he would get in the box and he would bang. That's why he was getting hurt. But I said, I have never seen this dude down low, doing anything.
No,
I don't think he don't even dunk.
I don't think he likes contact.
Yeah, he dunks, but he's not a physical specimen like we saw with Shaq.
He doesn't like
We all saw Shaq come in out of shape, and Shaq said he played himself into shape. And by mid-season, Shaq is in top form. And B come in out of shape, get hurt, so you can't work yourself back in and hurt again. And he just don't have that killer mentality as a big man.
Way the way the NBA plays up and down now, you can't afford to come in out of shape.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, back in the day when
Yes.
defense shut everything down, when fast
Yes.
breaks might have been 1 or 2 a game, Shaq could afford to do that, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
You know why Shaq would have been for to do that back in the day? Because they played basketball. The center plays.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
The center
That's what I'm
plays.
saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Which time
So
on that
Embiid, so Embiid is a bigger LeBron then, because LeBron went to the floor 10 fucking times in game 1. He fouled himself in game 1.
I'm not going to
He's
put it
playing
that
lights
far.
out. I
At
don't
least,
care what
at least LeBron shows up in the playoffs.
He's
I
playing
I
lights
can't get
out
Embiid to show up in the playoff at
That
all. man.
nigga, he
I haven't
fouled
been-
himself.
All I'm saying is LeBron been to 10
He doing his
NBA
thing.
finals, but Embiid, he can't get us out the fucking second goddamn round. See, that's the difference right there. So I'm not gonna let you put that on LeBron. Hell no. This is all fucking Embiid.
Hey, while y'all talk about LeBron, did y'all see what Austin Reeves was doing to them cats yesterday?
Yeah.
He don't look like no white boy. He hanging out with some different
Oh,
people.
he ain't the second coming of white chocolate. Get over.
No,
Nah.
he's not. But I'm saying,
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna let you go there.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's impressive.
I'm not gonna let you go there.
Well,
I mean, it's a
speaking-
shame that he's the best ball handler on the team.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying I was impressed.
No, he
with what
is.
Yesterday, I'm just giving him some.
Yo,
props.
where's Bronny at? I ain't seen Bronny in the playoffs yet.
But he coming.
And you shouldn't.
He coming.
And you fucking shouldn't. He should
I
be
need to
one of
see
them.
my
He should be one.
33%,
He should be one of
goddamn
them kids under the goal with the towel wiping up the sweat.
I hope Bronny go ahead and make both of y'all eat y'all words.
I don't mind if he do that. I truly don't.
Prove me wrong, please.
Hey, you know what's going to happen if the Lakers win the championship? Then we got to say NBA champion Bronny James.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I will never say
might
that
not
shit.
like it, but it's true.
I will never say that shit. I don't give a fuck.
I got you. And speaking of, hopefully we don't ever have to talk about him again. But Matt Fest, you sent me this. I couldn't find the video that you sent me either. And I'm talking about your boy Jake Paul
Oh, God.
versus Julio Cesar Chavez in the fight.
How old
Matt
is
Fest.
Chavez, man?
Chavez, hey, I'm fucking his name up.
How old is he?
I don't know.
33, I think.
He younger than.
Yeah, he's younger than
him.
Yeah,
I believe he's 30 in his 30s.
Yeah.
No, Julio, Junior.
Junior.
Yeah, junior.
Yeah, not the
He's
dad.
40 years old.
Oh, he's 40. Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, so
At least he's still younger than a 60-year-old Mike Tyson.
Yeah. But we all knew that shit was fixed because
Yeah.
Mike Tyson don't lose muscle memory that damn bad. So Matt, Professor, your thoughts on this fight, Matt?
And
Professor?
I sent it to you because I thought it was the most ridiculous shit in the world. I mean, Jake Paul always finds a way to find these guys who haven't fought. And Chavez Jr.'s last fight, I think, was in December that he won.
Yeah.
It was a 8-round exhibition that I think he won in round 6, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But honestly, the only thing I can say about this is this will probably be the one test Jake Paul has ever faced in his damn career, other than the fight that he lost.
Yeah, because he fought a real
Chavez,
boxer.
yeah, and Chavez is a boxer who's been fighting. He hasn't won a title in almost 7 years, I think now, but he can still. I think he still. I hope he beats the piss. He better beat the piss out of Jake Paul.
Listen,
Yeah,
Just like this past weekend at WrestleMania, everybody was saying the real wrestler should beat Logan Paul. He got to beat this boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The thing is, with
Chavez
Chavez,
4, 6, and 1.
Chavez has got nice. He's got nice hands to the body. He reminds me of Stone hands. He will batter your body.
Hands
if
of
they
stone.
call it ready.
Yeah.
He'll
Roberto Duran.
put him down.
Yeah.
My thing is, why is he fighting people?
Oh shit! When Tim came back,
Yeah, he just popped up, didn't
damn.
Yeah, boy. Hey, that's what happens when you update.
And you
That's
still
why my
loud as
shit kept-
hell, though.
Oh, I am good.
Yeah.
Make up for when I wasn't here. No, my thing is Jake Paul. Why is he fighting all these people that,
he? Because he's not a real boxer, Tim.
he's like an exhibitionist boxer.
Dude,
I mean, he's creating a new division, exhibition boxing.
No, he's not. He's just a clown. He just comes out and people want to see him.
Like I said, exhibition.
Yeah, nobody takes it too serious.
Yeah, but Pharaoh, my thing is, reading some of the reports, they say this probably some of the fights people not going to pay to see because I think they're fighting at
Mm-mm.
cruiserweight. And what's the cruiserweight? I think they're fighting at
Cruiser.
cruiserweight.
It's
So
between.
Well,
It's,
I don't even know.
cruiser.
I know
Is,
Jake Paul's heavier than cruiserweight.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They're supposed to be fighting at cruiserweight, I believe. So
Facts.
so
he way too heavy for cruiser.
yeah, well, that's what I read. Maybe I read it wrong, but you know what I'm saying. So Pharaoh, you know, and that's brings us to my discussion. You know, did UFC, the rise of UFC, you know, and especially with Jake Paul, and that's all we seem to be talking about, this clown in boxing. But did the rise of UFC make boxing obsolete? But I should have said more like a stepchild.
Yeah, because once the heavyweight division kind of dismantled and fizzled away, nobody really watches boxing anymore. Everything is featherweight, light featherweight,
Middleweight,
whatever.
welterweight.
Everybody look like little children fighting. You know, there's no heavyweight. And so then you get to UFC that's not making as much money. And I really hate that Dana White is cashing in on all these dudes' health.
Fuck
You know?
Dana White. He could eat a big cock.
Yeah,
Man,
hey,
I
I'm
can't
with you.
stand
And
that
I'm tired of
butt-head
seeing
bitch.
Trump at these UFC fights. But anyway,
That part.
I would say, yeah, people want to see more of a well-rounded fight as opposed to just, you know, light people, you know, in their boxing and just punching the whole thing. It's like shooting threes when you watch these boxers now.
I got you.
You ain't watching the right fights.
What about you, Matt Professor? Did the rise of UFC make boxing more like a stepchild?
What made boxing a stepchild was unfortunately the same thing that derailed Mike Tyson's career, and that's Don King. I mean, he started going for the flashy matches rather than boxers fighting boxers. He wanted to go. He made everybody become fighters to get purses.
So basically, say Don King created Jake Paul before we had the bullshit.
He opened the door for it because he just started promoting fighters who were just punchers. Like imagine, try to imagine Kimbo Slice fighting somebody like fucking Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes would have knocked him out first round.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, everybody wanted to become knockout artists like Kimbo Slice was. And it tarnished boxing. Nobody wanted to pay to see this shit. You're paying $50, $60 to watch a boxing match that only goes 35, 40 seconds because one of the fighters wasn't worth the shit. But they were hyped up. They were hyped up to the stratosphere. And all of a sudden here you got mixed martial arts and UFC type shit coming in where people are blooding each other up fighting. And the problem is UFC is becoming WWE and boxing now itself. I mean, you still have promotions like Bellator that can't get their foot in the door because you have you have UFC being promoted by ESPN.
Yeah.
And Bellator has better fighters than UFC does.
Damn sure do.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that, Tim Dog? Has UFC and the mixed martial art made boxing damn near obsolete?
I would say no. I would say what Matt Professor's saying, where boxing kind of did it to itself with not just Don King. I mean, he opened the door. What was the white guy who was an actor, thought he could box, and then Lorenzo?
You talking about Tommy Morrison.
Tommy Morrison. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Tommy Morrison.
Poor kid. And Don King used him and other boxers to get money. But other than that, it's just, you know, the competitiveness, you know, like in the heavyweight, there weren't really good competitors to watch. No one, you know, really worth watching. And then most of the heavyweights then became Europeans, and people stopped watching then. You think about it. So
I forgot about the Klitschko brothers.
And then the UFC, although it was like WWE, it still offered, you know, that excitement that people were missing out of boxing. I mean, and then for those who didn't like boxing, it was something new to watch. So I wouldn't say UFC was responsible, but it helped it along as far as getting to where it's at now.
Yeah, yeah, and Shata, you know, I remember UFC, they didn't have no weight classes, so you had heavyweights. That's just I was like, this shit ain't gonna last too long.
Right.
That was my first one. I was like, this shit's not gonna last too long. But it has stood the test of time. So Shata, your thoughts, UFC, as it has made UFC and mixed martial art. I'm glad you said that, man, Professor. You think that made boxing damn near obsolete?
No. It did take away from boxing. It did take a lot of stuff from boxing, but I blame boxing on boxing.
Yeah.
Boxing ruined boxing. And the bottom line is right now, boxing is going through a generational change. You got your up and coming Shakurs, young boys that are freaking, they're fighting. They're not running like a Floyd Mayweather, you running the whole ring. I'm talking about these boys are picking their spots. Your boy out of Oklahoma, what's his name? Pound for pound, best dude right now.
Talking about Stevenson? Is it Stevenson?
No, that's Shakur Stevenson. God dang, he's a champion.
That shows you how little I
exactly.
That shows you how little we fight.
Yeah.
Now
we pay
we're
attention
proving
about.
our own point.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, for those of us that I love boxing and I've always watched boxing. I never kind of like left it alone. But the fighters that are fighting now is more competitive. You got Triple G, you got Lithuania, you got some daggone champions coming out. You got the you got a lot of cats, but the heavyweight division, there is no competition in the heavyweight division. Nobody watched heavyweight. Everybody watched.
That's been another part of the downfall of boxing. Boxing was always known as a new world sport, where America and the Western Hemisphere ruled boxing, and now all of a sudden you have the Klitschko's who took over boxing. They didn't want to fight over here, and I don't blame them. They always wanted to fight in Europe, and they didn't want to fight each other, which everybody wanted to see. So again, no, I'm telling you that had a big thing to do with it, because I know when all the titles started going into Europe, and it started with Lennox Lewis, I stopped watching boxing.
Yeah.
I stopped giving a shit at that point.
Well, at least Lennox Lewis, he did,
fight everybody.
Heavyweights. Yeah, he did fight everybody.
He fought everybody.
And I think that's what part of boxing problem right now, because you used to see Tyson at least 2-3 times. All the great boxers used to fight 2 or 3 times in 1 year.
Right.
Now you see him once every 2 years.
Every 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, and now I think that what took the shine away. Of course, every weekend we are UFC 5,000. 5,999.
They just had one last week. They just had 1 week before last.
The thing with boxing, y'all gotta also realize is it lost a lot of viewership. So people who are really dedicated to boxing are going. A lot of the main fights, that good fights of the year and stuff like that, it don't happen on pay-per-view. It happened on regular daggone boxing, where they're fighting in New Jersey and Connecticut and Vegas and these little forums. These guys are coming up through the amateurs, and not to mention we have 3 Olympic boxers that went to the Olympic, represent the United States, and they are basically running through cats in the daggone boxing world. So,
but you don't hear about it unless you're a super fan like you are.
Yeah, and I'm glad you say that, Farrell. I'm gonna ask you this quick question. I'm gonna ask the whole panel, but Farrell, I want you to go first. Did you think that because of pay-per-view and because we used to see boxing heavyweight fights on regular TV? We used to see, I didn't have cable back when I was growing up.
Friday night fights.
Yeah, Timmy had cable till he left to go to the army.
I sure did. No, I didn't. I didn't grow up with shit. I grew up with a microwave.
So my question is, do you think that pay-per-view was also part of the reason that boxing has lost its shine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. That shit is expensive. Especially when Mike Tyson fought. Don't turn your back and go to the damn bathroom and come back 90 seconds later. Mike was knocked the hell out.
Mike was the one that started all that.
That was my Don King, part of my Don King rant a month ago.
Yeah, that was horrible,
Don King made everything pay-per-view.
Yeah, that was horrible. I mean, what? And then you had to get it on your cable bill, and then it'd be like some extra charges and shit going on other than the $70, Yeah. You remember we had to charge everybody to come to your house to even watch the fight?
Sure the hell did.
Yeah. So we all in agreement that pay-per-view has something to do with all the boxing as well.
Trash, man.
Come on, man.
the last 20 years has been all about everybody's going to these streaming and stuff, and you still trying to charge people $69 to watch a fight? Man, come on. Man.
Yeah, all right,
Fucking
man.
hate.
Good conversation, my brothers, man. Like I said, we shot on video tonight, but man, we rolling tonight, boy. It might be a quick night for us tonight. But it's that time, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what she said.
Yeah, but shit, I got mine. Like I said before.
Always.
Always.
Boy, y'all be wilding sometimes, boy.
It's that time, ladies and gentlemen, for this day in history. Day in sports history with my main man,
sir.
Shaka, what you got for us today, my brother?
Well, the 23rd of April ain't really a big stuff happening in sports unless you are into cricket and little things like that. The only things really in the 23rd that we really need to be worried about is this actually surprised me. I didn't know this. In 1954, on this day, Hank Aaron hits his first of his 755 home runs. This day, Hammering Hank hit his first home run in Major League Baseball.
Wow.
Damn, that's good to know right there.
Yes.
Thank you for that, my man. Shata, man. That's a good one today. Ladies and gentlemen, Shata, this day in sports history. Yes, it's that time. The Lakers won, so I know he's mad. He wanted to be at the game. He want to get that autographed LeBron James jersey so he could wear it on the show. So, yeah, Professor, tell us why you mad. What you got for us today, man, Professor?
What pisses me off today, what I'm mad about today is all of these anonymous NFL coaches, all these anonymous NFL representatives coming out and saying that Shedeur Sanders is arrogant, entitled, and just not good.
Hey,
while all that may be true, shut the fuck up. While all that may be true, who the fuck are you to say it? If you don't think he gonna fit your team, just fucking say he not gonna fit your team. I don't think he gonna fit my team. I don't want him to come. My voice don't really matter, but I'm not gonna talk shit about him. I mean, yes, I think his arm is weak, and I've said that a year. I fucking have. But again, my voice don't really matter. I'm not going out in public and saying the shit and then saying the shit anonymously. You see my face. If you're gonna say the shit about the young man, stand on fucking business. Please. Be a fucking man about it. Come out and say, I think he entitled. He only get by because of his pappy. Fucking say it and be a man. Bitch-hearted ass motherfuckers.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
And that's another great episode of the Math Professor. Tell him why you mad.
And I think Professor, I got one point for you, bro, on that. I love the fact that you brought that up because that's been on my mind. But I sent an email to ESPN. I don't know if they're gonna get it, but I was like, y'all talking about Shedeur Sanders. What about Matt Leinart?
Exactly.
What about
and that's
Johnny
my point.
Manziel?
That's
what
my
about
point.
All these daggone white boys that y'all put up on a damn on a pedestal and y'all
shit, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. And that's my point. It pisses me off that you have all these people coming out anonymously saying this shit about the young man. Like I said, if you don't think he gonna fit your team, just fucking say that. Just say I think he's talented, but he's not what we're looking for. You can say that shit. You don't have to put out there the bullshit because now somehow his draft stock is falling, and you're hearing about this kid from Louisville who stays fucking injured and is 26 years old, and now talking about Jackson Dart. I watched SEC. Jackson Dart is fucking garbage.
Terrible. And that's the
absolute
same shit.
Fucking garbage.
That's the same
but
shit.
Their draft stock is rising somehow.
Daniels on the damn Giants. That's the same bullshit that ended up that boy from Duke on the damn Giants. So
I didn't know this was Math Professor telling why you're mad with Shata.
You did.
The thing of it is, if you see what's going on, if you see what's going on, you can't be shit but upset by it, because they're only saying one guy is entitled and arrogant. Just one. When the quarterback position is all about entitlement and arrogance.
Yeah.
So I mean, so with that being said, Matt Professor and everybody else, you tell me there's at least 2 or 3 positions where everybody's arrogant. Cornerback's one, linebacker,
receiver,
and
receiver, and quarterback.
Because right now we got all
prima donnas,
the Randy Moss wannabes out there, and then you have the quarterback. So so what are we talking about? But I'm tired of them using Deion Sanders as an excuse for why.
And that's my problem. And y'all all know on here how I feel about Deion Sanders. All of y'all know how I feel about him. I've never cared for him. I thought he's a great player, but I've never cared for him. I'm not going to sit there and talk shit about neither him nor his son. Now, don't talk shit about neither him nor his son, saying that I think his son not great, not good, and he's entitled and this and that. I'm just going to say he don't fit what I want on my team. That's all I would say.
I got you. But that's what they do. That's why I say I believe all the draft is just like shooting a fish in a barrel. You trying to hit the right goddamn one. But like you say, if you don't like what Shedeur brings to the table, hey, don't pick it.
Yeah, right. You know, Deion said something very interesting today, and I heard it on the radio. They were asking him about the NIL deals and all that stuff with these kids. And Deion, like he always does, shut it down. He basically said, and I quote, y'all need to stop chasing the NIL and start chasing the NFL.
Yeah,
correct.
I agree with him 100%.
Yeah, but if I can't make the NFL, the NIL money damn sure look good though.
But he's right though.
I got you.
Hey, I ain't mad at you on that.
Yeah, but thank you for that. Thank you for that, Math Professor, with special appearance by Shata.
Special guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the show. We done gave you a lot of greats. We done gave you extreme ironing. We done gave you toe wrestling. We done gave you the kettle pot. Oh man, you need to bring that
neti
back.
pot.
The neti pot. We need to bring that one back. Oh, we done bring you so many great things. We brought you roach racing last week. No, we brought you
snail racing.
Yeah, we done brought you a lot of good things, man.
See, we see too many roach races in our lives.
We done brought you a lot.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot of roach races in our lives.
And I know, Shotzi, you been to Germany?
Not to be stationed. I've been through there, not stationed.
Okay. What about you?
Wait a minute.
What about you, Tim Dog?
Oh yeah,
because some of us actually do missions.
I got you. So Tim Dog, you've been to Germany, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, Pharaoh King, I know you've been to Germany. So I need to see y'all doing this.
Have a look at these 2 young blokes. Yes, first impressions would be that they're idiots, but that's not all. Just look at how much their crazy behaviour has aged them. That's incredible. Obviously this is some kind of competition. What do you think? Oh, that's it. It's who can push their head back the farthest. No, apparently we're wrong. It's the time-honoured German pastime of finger wrestling. We're told that preparation is the key, as accidents can happen if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, to the heck with it. Who needs ligaments, knuckles or joints anyhow? Hey sir, you're supposed to be in the grape stomping tent. You know, it could actually be a good way to get rid of an unwanted wedding ring. Just thinking.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, straight out of Germany, finger wrestling. Pharaoh King, you was there for 3 years. You didn't want to come back. I saw that trophy. I saw that trophy in your goddamn trophy case. Talk about it.
Man, I have never in my 3.5 years, almost 4 years there, seen that bullshit ever happen. And if I did, I was gonna leave because that's the hell.
What was the blue blazes
Finger
that I
wrestling?
just seen? What was that?
Yeah, that must happen down by the border because they ain't happen where I was at.
Bro, are you telling me what were they pulling at? A little rubber band or something? What was that?
I don't think that was a
know what
rubber
that
band.
was.
That
Yeah. You never seen the Anytime Music Card? Oh yeah, y'all would participate. Y'all just want us to know. That was y'all just want us to know that y'all
That's
champion.
probably where the tourist was not allowed.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
see, I was gonna say bomb holder.
Hold on. So when we was in school and doing this right here, back and forth, that's not like finger.
That's thumb wrestling.
That's
That's thumb wrestling.
They were
This
finger
is
wrestling.
finger wrestling.
Yeah.
So who wins? You pull somebody out of joint? What do you do?
I don't know.
Right,
Mad Professor.
Yes, you
Mad Professor.
pull them over to the side.
What you spraying?
I'ma
the
tell you
middle
what.
finger? What
That
happened?
kind of shit go on with me whenever I see somebody that I don't care for and I gotta shake their hand anyway. And you know, you grab a motherfucker, try to break a bone in their body and try not to let go, and you like, yeah, motherfucker. Say my motherfucking name, nigga. Go ahead.
Hey,
So
I
shit.
tell
I
you,
thought
he's anger
when he
management,
said
man.
that, all I thought about was Bernie Mac. White black people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When you sitting up there trying to dominate somebody with a handshake and shit.
I can't mess with black people. Yeah. You gotta be ashamed.
He said, "Got me in shape."
No, your thoughts, man.
Well, Tim Dog gonna participate.
Oh,
He
I
got the
forgot. He
right
could be the
hand for that.
Now I know, Tim Dog. That's probably what caused your hand situation.
No.
Oh goddamn!
Tim Dog.
Goddamn!
Do not let them get away with that. I am asking you, please. Do not let them get away with that.
Oh goddamn!
You just mad because I whooped your ass 20 times in a row.
Well, all I can say before we go to Pharaoh King on trivia question of the week.
Oh, crazy, man.
Before I got my first piece, I was the finger in the champ. So
See,
Lord.
see how you just throw shit in there? You just throw shit in, man.
Goodness gracious.
Damn.
Y'all- I look forward to Wednesdays just for y'all. What's wrong with y'all?
Oh,
Really?
Mama.
goddamn.
Mama, I need some Destin on my hands. They chafe.
Well, y'all, that's some old shit right there, boy.
ladies and gentlemen, that was our weird sport of the week.
Give me
Now
the
it's
trivia.
time
Give me the trivia. I can't take it.
for Pharaoh King trivia question of the week. Pharaoh
All right,
King, what you
fellas.
got for the people, my brother?
This is for the NBA playoffs, things of that nature. Here we go. Man, take me off the big screen, man.
I'm gonna take you off, man. I'm trying to give you your shine too.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm good.
Too short of whose all-time record?
So that
Ooh.
means that's 10 years.
Who's all time record? 25 points.
Of
I'm gonna say
25
King
and 10.
Olajuwon.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna say King Olajuwon.
25 points, 10 rebounds.
Now, is this playoffs or overall season?
Or you know what? Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, this full season.
No.
Oh, okay.
Was it?
Carmelo
Was it
Anthony
Carmelo?
got average 10 rebounds? No. You
Give
tripping.
me Moses Malone.
That's a good pick.
I'm going with Big Mo.
I'm gonna go with Dominique Wilkins.
Shit. Kevin Garnett. Shit, I don't know.
All right. Who you got?
All right, guys, here we go. By the way, I got this answer right.
I say the King Olajuwon. Shaquille
Shaquille
O'Neal.
O'Neal.
Ain't
Of course.
that up yet? You know
Naturally.
what?
Oh, wait.
Mhm.
Naturally.
That's
I didn't think.
There you go, Jay.
I didn't think he got 10 rebounds because he wasn't a big rebounder.
I'm sorry. That's supposed to be 94 to 2003.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. I'm glad to say, yeah.
No, Shaq wasn't known as a rebounder for his size. That was one of the weaknesses of it that people felt of his game. Yeah, that was one of the weaknesses.
I'm just saying, but he was always
he was always under the basket, but he was always
you're right. No, you're right.
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Dennis Rodman damn out rebound him.
But Dennis had averaged 25 points.
25 points. That's why it wasn't Dennis.
That shit.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's a good one, Pharaoh, man. I didn't want to get that right, man, because I'm ready winning. You know, I want to get.
Oh my God!
Way to be a team player.
I'm being a team player. Let somebody else get.
Nobody want to hear that.
Now he want to say he's being modest.
That's right. I'm being modest. I'm being modest. Hey, thank you for that trivia.
Especially when you steal somebody's reject answer.
Right. Hey, that's funny because yesterday when we was asking a question, that's what happened with Cope when I was doing the trivia. I gave him the answer because I changed mine, and he said I'm going with that answer, and he actually got it. So
that's what I'm talking about. Hey, you don't want it, somebody else do, and I'm gonna take it.
That's what she said.
Exactly. Hey, thank you for that trivia question of the week, my main man, Pharaoh. Yes, before we close the show, we all try to give you something to think about, something funny, or better yet, where the hell Tim Dog get that from? Oh shit. Maybe it ain't working for Tim. Tim, what you got for us this week?
And with all of the cuts and everything that the president is doing, there's one important thing that no one is addressing, and that's FEMA. With everyone, right now is the time of the year we have a lot of natural disasters, tornadoes, hurricanes, and everything else of that nature, wildfires. But yet we don't have a government response team that is going to do anything about it. He says he wants to give everything to the state, but yet he's taking things away so the state can't do anything. And then behind the scenes, there's been reports that he's been supporting his Republican red state governors instead of everyone at the same time. I always say, and I keep saying this, the only way you're going to change anything is to get up and do something about it. And the only thing to do about something like this is to get out and vote. You can't change what you don't complain. You can't complain about what you don't change about.
Talking about, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Dog. Man, he actually say something that I even want to have him keep talking, but hell no, because then he'll go off on a tangent with a not joke. My main man, Shaka, what you got for the people before we go, my brother?
That was good information, Tim Dog. Appreciate that. Just want to shout out everyone. Tim Dog's mentioned something about voting. But it's not just about voting. At this point, it's not just about voting. We have got to get out there or understand how these people affect our lives from the city level. You got to understand that these judges and these people we're putting in charge of our communities, you need to know who they are so that you can make a conservative, educated decision when you vote. So I'm going to caveat on that for Tim Dog. Other than that, gentlemen, it's always a pleasure, and that's all I got.
I got you. Matt Professor, what you got for the people before we go, my brother?
For those of you who don't know, today, April 23rd, 2025, Jimmer Fredette retired from playing basketball. Yeah, I'm underwhelmed my fucking self because I didn't realize he was still playing. And will go down in history as the Who Gives a Fuck Award of all time, especially if I'm voting. Exactly.
Jimmy Fredette. Only thing I remember about Jimmy Fredette, he had that great run in
college.
Yeah, in the college, but especially the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just another
Right.
Christian. He's just another
Yeah.
Christian Laettner. That's all it is.
So,
got
so
that.
for those of you who didn't know, BYU's own Jimmer Fredette has
BYU,
retired
yeah.
today. Who gives a fuck?
All
Yes.
right. Well, he be on Shot's this day sports history a couple of years from now. Pharaoh King, what you got for the people before we go, my brother?
Hey, but this is for y'all relationship people out there.
Oh God.
Yeah. Never get married in the morning if you don't know who you're going to meet in that night. So.
Oh God, damn.
Damn, you should have told Shannon that.
No, but he didn't get married, so he met somebody then.
That's
I have
somebody.
a question
Like,
before we go for the night. When we started the show, you were saying that we need to go to counseling. It seems like you need an intervention, my brother.
yeah, somebody. But
Hey,
I
man,
don't know. I don't know.
Hey,
Maybe
I'm
my
just
wife-
saying, you know.
My wife studies psychology. She could give you. She could talk to you for about an hour for a small fee.
Tim Dog, you already gave us shows, man. But shout out your social before you go, my brother.
You can find me, Tim Dog, at Father's Love 99 Instagram of my son, as you can see under there, Jims_Woodwork King 1. Say
You
again?
don't know.
None.
None. Go ahead.
Oh.
Finish something.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, that's it.
All right, shout out you can follow you, my brother.
My social is completely wrong on there. I just realized that. But One Love Shata at Blue Sky. You see it there. Don't forget about the I. I was rushing because my phone was tripping. So forgive me.
I got you. Pharaoh King, shout out your social people follow you, my brother.
Pharaoh_71. Yeah, it's underscore, right? Pharaoh_71.
You asking us,
You
nigga?
asking us?
Yeah. No. Is that what it's called? Underscore? The little line,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Underscore. All right, then of course. Happy Professor, shout out your social.
I'm
Find me
unsocialized.
at the Mad Professor .1, the way you see it on your screen, Instagram, YouTube, and Mad Professor 1 on Blue Sky. And I'm trying to sign up for Twitch and TikTok. I don't know if I'm gonna do those two though.
No, we don't do TikTok.
All right, then of course you can find me, the Man on the Street, at the Man on the Street Show on YouTube. Also, you can follow us on Facebook as well at the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. We are on YouTube and Facebook, so make sure you tell your friends to tell a friend to make sure they subscribe to both of them. Also, you can catch us every Friday night for 2 Cigars in a Blunt that goes down at 8 o'clock. But you want to stick around for the after show called Ashed Out because, man, we have a good time. That's where everybody on the panel gets the chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Hey, you never know what you're going to get with that one. But make sure you come back next Wednesday for the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast going down at 7 o'clock. All we do is talk about sports and sports entertainment. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the man on the street.
This is Pharaoh King.
Tim Dog from Be More Careful What Snow You Eat in the Zoo.
The Mad Professor, somebody give Tim Dog some yellow snow, please.
Yeah.
Shut up. Out to Orlando, Florida.
And with that, y'all have a blessed night. Be out. Peace.